Successways with Coach LG. Today, by the grace of God, I'll be talking on 7 major mistakes youth makes, and I want to try as we rub minds together as I teach from here. The life of youths who are yet to be married will be better in Jesus' name. What is, let's start from there. Marriage to be the union between a man and a woman who are designed by God to be coupled, rather. So I want to believe there are persons made for themselves by God. When they come together, becoming husband and wife, that is what we call a couple, and that is what tends to become a marriage. It is not a marriage until they are married, until they both agree together in love. That word must be a key in the union. Where there is no love, I don't believe there is marriage. Where there is no love, I don't believe there is the will of God. The will of God will always be in line with love, and love will always be in line with the will of God. Well, let's quickly go over the 7 items that so many youths make before they get married. Number 1, some youths want to believe by saying marriage is not important in life. Well, I have come to make them understand that out of the 3 events of life that are major, which are the birth point, the point of birth in life, the day a man is being given birth to, the day the man gets married in life, and the day the man lives here on earth, that is the day of death. Out of these 3 days events, the only one that gives to man a will of choice is marriage. No one can determine the day you'll be born. You dare not know it. It's only God that knows the day you will die. But of marriage, God gives will. You choose the date yourself. By the grace of God, you choose the person you want to marry yourself. You take the person to God in prayer. You say, God, I love this. God, what are you saying about this? So if marriage is not important in life, it would not be among the 3 major important issues of life. So these 3 key things are much more important to man. Well, number 2, some youths believe that there is need for parental recommendation or pastoral recommendation. Fight against this, but let it not be the key in your choice of marriage. Your parents should not be the one to choose your wife for you. Your parents should not be the one to choose your husband for you. You have the whole will to choose. They have a little to do. They need to guide. They need to counsel. They need to pray along with you. But the main choice is yours. So pastors should not also choose or force on you. So many youths today believe, it's my pastor, he can choose for me. Be very careful. Some pastors choose for youths today on the ground that they attend the same church, they have the same youth fellowship. No. Never allow any so-called man of God to mislead you in marriage. That sister attend your church does not mean she is best for you in marriage. The youth fellowship where you belong to does not mean he is the right man for your choice. So the second one, like I said, don't allow parental and pastoral recommendation be the final in your life. You should also put your own input. Number 3, some youths make choice based on physical structure. Never you fall into that trap. There are some youths today, they want to believe, I want a figure 8 lady. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing to get married to someone who is well presentable in the society. But if God is not giving you that, or if that is not the one provided for you by divinity, you dare not rush to pick what is not. I want you to understand that the issue of marriage is far beyond choosing someone who is figure 8 in shape. Some ladies also tend to look for a guy who is muscular in structure. They say he has a big chest. They say he has a deep bass. They say his voice is deep. Some goes to an extra mile to say, I want a tall guy. Well, be very careful. That should not be the main key in the choice of your marriage. These are some of the major mistakes that youth make before marriage. Number 4, some youth make choice considering solely the financial status of the person they want to marry. You have to be very careful as well in this area. The person you want to marry should not be based on the financial capacity or status at hand. Let me tell you this, there are some youths today, they want to give room to the factor of where is he working, the nature of his work. If it's not working with the multinational, I'm not going with it. You are making a mistake. Some want to consider the fact that what is the strength in the place of finance of the parents? Where is it coming from? What is the capacity of the parents financially? If that is your consideration in marriage, there you will miss it. The person you are getting married today may not have a strong financial background from parents. Who knows? In time to come, God, by His infinite mercy, can make him rise. So if you go by the capacity of the parents financially now, and you fall into a wrong, like I used to tell youths, marriage is a union you go into and you don't come out. So you have to be very, very, very careful. The financial status should not be a factor in choosing your life partner. Number 5, some youth marry on the ground of pity. I think I need to dwell a little on this. You dare not marry a man or a woman on the ground of pity. Never you pity any man to get married to that person. Not at all. If that person is well-to-do, if that person is not well-to-do in one area or the other, the fact that the person is a laughing stock or the other in town by others should not give you room to say you want to or are by pity. Brethren, what is not good for you is not good for you. If a guy is not good for you and you feel you don't want the person, don't go after him. If a lady is not good for you and you think you don't want the person, don't go after her. Dear, never you pity a lady who is in a state where you don't like. To say, because people are running away from him, because people are distancing themselves from her, I want to show love by pity. On the ground of pity, I want you to understand this. A time will come that pity will not be enough for you to stand in that house. You dare not marry anyone on the ground of pity. Number 6, some youths test run the efficiency and the effectiveness of the person they want to marry before they go into marriage. That is a wrong philosophy. If you are always on the ground of testing before you marry, it's a wrong thing. The man you want to marry, the young lady or the young man you want to marry is not an electronic device that you will need to test. Maybe it's working before you pay. You don't go testing before marriage. Remember what the Bible says. Permit me to come that way. The Bible says marriage is honorable in all things, in all ways. The bed undefiled. You dare not defile the bed before you go into marriage. So you don't need to test. You go into marriage on the page of faith. You trust God that the one you have chosen by the help of God is capable of giving you the best as you go together in life. Lastly, the last mistake that youths often make before marriage is some youths hook themselves or cage themselves into the destiny of another person wrongly by making vows, by making pledges, by influencing themselves spiritually into cage. Brethren, you need to be very, very careful. I know you might have come into a relationship with a young lady or a young man that you think you love, and you want to promise keeping the relationship. Well, to keep the relationship working till marriage does not need you making a vow. Vow is a very spiritual, sensitive thing that God respects. Any vow you make today, God will keep and stand by it. It's a spiritual, it has spiritual influence. Therefore, I will encourage you to vow in marriage before marriage. If you make any vow today in marriage, it can stand against you before and during marriage. Some persons you make vow with, you may not even get married to them. And if you dare not get married to them, remember the vow you have made in the spirit will always be hunting after you. Well, let me close in this area. Some you two have made vow in marriage, before marriage rather, and the vow is now working against them. Many of them are confused. They are like, Pastor, what do I do? I want you to understand that the days of ignorance, God will overlook. Well, that vow may not be easily taken away, except God sees what is called genuine repentance and the washing of the blood of Jesus. I'll be closing here. Should you have need for guidance, counseling, prayer, reach me on 080-3390-2504, or you send me a mail on Lawanson Gbenga @yahoo.com. I bless the name of God for this day. Thank you very much for having time to listen to a session with me, and I'm trusting God that when next we meet, better will be our testimony in Jesus' name. God bless you. See you again next time. Amen.
Finish.